I didn't know about the head checks. Well, maybe I thought just one over there and then check the mirrors. I got to improve. I have to do more head checks. Here, 3-pointer, you have to check 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And to the left like this.
I need to follow the rules. So I have to do it. Yeah, you need a proper instructor to tell you where you're missing out, where you're doing it wrong. Yeah? No. I'm feeling bad.
Welcome to RDT 1-to-1, Real Driving Tutorials, 1-to-1.
Today's tutorial is about a mock test that was held at one of Sydney's testing centres. We will show you in this tutorial how the examiner gives instruction during the test. We will also highlight all of the learners' good and bad performances during the test. As a result, you will have a very clear imagination of what the test looks like. We will publish the result at the end of the test and explain if any mistakes were made. So, let's get this started. Buckle up and get ready. If you find our tutorial helpful, please subscribe, like, and share it. With just a few clicks, you can save our channel and help us to grow. If you'd like to create a mock test video tutorial for yourself in your own area, you can reach out to us via Facebook Messenger or Facebook page. More information can be found in the description box below.
My name is Azim and I'm here today to do my first mock test with RDT 1-to-1. I have overseas license from 9 to 10 years and I have been driving in Australia in different states as well. I have got my car driving test next month, so I'm here with RDT 1-to-1 to help me find out where I stand. Yeah, I love driving. Wish me luck.
Azim has booked his driving test in a few weeks at Silverwater Service Centre. He has watched our mock test tutorials on our channel and became interested in trying it out for himself to see how ready he is for the test. Let's follow him as he drives today to determine how well prepared he is for the test. Even if you're still in a parking lot, obey the give way sign and yield to the vehicle approaching from the left. Keep an eye out for this giveaway sign. Even if you go left or straight at this giveaway sign, you must give way to pedestrians first, if any are present on any side of the driveway, and then to all vehicles passing through your exit path. This appears contrary to standard road rules. We usually do not have to give way to our opposite car when traveling straight or left because we are in our own lane or pathway. However, in this case, we are still on the driveway and have not yet joined a road to apply that rule. As a result, you must give way to anyone who may cross your path before leaving the driveway. Many learners fail right at the start of the test because they are unfamiliar with this concept. That is why simply reading a rules handbook is insufficient to comprehend the road rules. It would be best if you learn from someone who can explain things in plain English. You can choose any of the lanes when turning from a single turning lane. However, at this point, you should take the middle lane because the left lane will merge later. And before you make the turn, make sure all 3 lanes are clear for a reasonable distance, so no one is forced to change speed or position as a result of your movement. Remember that even if you're taking the middle lane, make sure all lanes are clear because vehicles traveling on the rightmost in the 3rd lane may change to the middle at any moment. That's why you always need to make sure the next lane is also accessible while you are turning into a new street. In this case, if you take the middle lane, you will have lanes going through on both sides, so you must make sure all are free. If you take the left lane, only the first 2 lanes on the left should be free. The best opportunity is if the traffic light changes to red, and then you turn left here. The speed changes to 80 km per hour right from here, so don't go past 80 before this point. On the other hand, the road is uphill. So if you are driving slower as you ascend the bridge, it would be best if you accelerated to adjust your speed. It's important to remember that after climbing a hill, it descends. As a result, keep an eye on your speed as you descend. Even if driving up to the speed limit is safe, keeping 5 to 10 kilometers below the limit is reasonable. Allowing a 5 kilometer range is even better in case the speed increases by accident. However, if you drive more than 10 kilometers slower than the posted speed limit on the road, you will lose a point for driving too slowly, which will be recorded in your score sheet's speed column. The lanes split and become 3 lanes at this point. So, if you're about to turn left, you can choose to stay in the far left lane from the start of the diverge. In that case, there is no need to turn on the signal or perform a head check. This is a left turn from a high-speed highway to a side street. As a result, prepare the left turn signal ahead of time and gradually slow down as you approach the intersection so that the vehicles behind you have enough notice and can slow down in response to your action.
First right.
No way. Azim has done a left mirror check and started moving to the left in preparation for moving to the curb side. He hasn't checked his left blind spot turning his head, but he has checked his rear mirror at the end. Before initiating the diverge or merge, you should check your rear mirror first, then the side mirror, and finally the blind spot to the moving side. Beautiful. Before beginning his 3-point turn, he performed a seamless curbside stop. Oh no. He appears to be in a hurry, as he turned on the signal and began rolling the car before finishing his checks. Before moving his car, he should check the rearview mirror, right side mirror, and blind spot. It's possible that doing a head check after rolling the car isn't counted. When it comes to the head check, there are 2 things to keep in mind: the direction of the check and when it should be done. Both must be accurate. The timing is just before the move, and the direction is to the side of merging or diverging. Most learners complain that they did adequate head checks, but the examiner still gave them a fail. The learner then blames the examiner, claiming that they didn't notice I was doing it. That isn't the case, though. The examiner notices everything you do. That is why they are accompanying you. Seeing everything is their everyday job. So, even though you did the head checks, it's likely that the timing, or the direction, or both, were incorrect. As you can see, Azim began rolling his car to the right before performing the head check. The direction of the check is fine here, but it was after he started moving to the side. Which is why it's late. The examiner may not count this head check. This is because this is a very narrow and congested street. Any other road users in the blind spot would be very close to Azim's car. In that case, that slight rightward movement could result in a collision. As a result, we must first complete our check before proceeding. It may seem too strict, but it certainly saves a lot of time in the event of danger. You will discover how real it is as you continue to drive and gain experiences. You must perform 3 head checks at this point, to the right, left, and back, and you should do it immediately before releasing the brake. Make sure you have prepared your car for reversing by shifting gear to R, and you can also turn your steering to left lock and do the check just before releasing the brake. That is the right timing of the head check at this stage. On the other hand, Azim did not do the head check to his right and left side before reversing. Instead, he only checked to the back. He has, however, check to his right side while half reversing. Oh no! During this 3-point turn, he frequently ignored to check his observation. He was supposed to do head checks to both right and left sides for approaching road users, if there is any, at this third stage of the maneuver, but he only checked his right. Oops! In 3 direction changes, he couldn't complete his maneuver. He's doing it again. If the car is large, it is acceptable to complete the maneuver in 5 direction changes at the test. It is, however, preferable to finish in 3 direction changes. He is driving a Toyota Corolla hatchback, which is a small car. He should have been able to do it in 3 maneuvers, but he couldn't because he didn't completely lock the steering to the desired direction before the move. As a result, he wastes the space available to him. So turn full lock before the movement makes it easy to complete the maneuver in 3 direction changes. Also, keep in mind that you must repeat the check for the correct directions if you have to reverse twice. Oh no! He hasn't checked any of those, right, left and to the rear before reversing again. He just missed 3 checks right now. Even though he is turning his head, he only looks in the side mirrors to see how far he can reverse. He didn't bother to look for oncoming traffic. Whoops! No good at all, Mr. Azam. At this point, you should have double-checked both sides. During this maneuver, you've missed a lot of head checks. You've missed 9 head checks in total. Only missing 3 observation checks results in a test failure. Making 9 observations errors is enough to ensure a fail. At the stop line, he made an excellent stop. He gave way to traffic on his right and continued when it was safe to do so. It's worth noting that it was a hill start. The car only rolled a little to the back as he shifted between the brake and accelerator. It was only a minor issue. The test is unaffected if the car does not roll back more than 1 meter. However, if it rolls back more than a meter, it will be a fail. To overcome this issue, you can either use a handbrake or use the left foot to hold the brake and use the right foot to accelerate before releasing the brake.
Stop on the left.
Oh no, Azam. Before moving to the left to do the curbside park, he has missed his head check to the left once again. Even though he had turned his head, he had only checked his left side mirror, not the blind spot on the left. Watch it again.
Stop on the left.
Excellent. He has done a perfect curbside park. Beautiful. He has followed all of the steps correctly before moving away from the curb, and he has completed his right head checks in a timely and efficient manner. Oh my goodness. How he is driving looking through this foggy window. It's difficult to see through and potentially dangerous. He is unconcerned about it. It's pretty surprising. Now that the examiner has to intervene to turn on the air conditioner, the test will be considered a fail. Item number F6. Action requiring testing officer intervention. Oh, what a pleasant change. This is now a lot nicer, clearer, and safer to drive. I couldn't understand why he didn't bother to turn on the air conditioning on his own, even though the car's windows were misted up with condensation. Anyway, the best part is that you can learn from his mistakes and avoid making the same mistake if you drive during the test. If you are using a different vehicle, make sure you are familiar with all of the vehicle's functions, so that you can use them promptly if necessary. Considering the road's narrowness, he is permitted to pass through the middle. However, he must perform a head check if moving sideways and signal if passing through a car width gap or crossing over a line. He only checked his right side mirror, but he didn't do his right head check while moving to the right, and he didn't check his left when he returned to his lane. Let's take a break while he waits to turn here, as it's getting a little stuffy. We'll continue our journey with Azim in the next part. We wish you all the best and encourage you to stay safe on the road. And we'll catch up with you in our next video. If you enjoyed the tutorial, subscribe to our RDT121 channel to get more amazing videos in the future. Please let us know what you would like to see more of.